only wildlife sanctuary for different animal species here in Liberia and neighboring countries. So what we do is we take in wild animals that are victims of the illegal bushmeat and pet trade. So it's illegal to keep monkeys as pets, it's illegal to sell pangolins, it's illegal to keep parrots, you cannot sell crocodiles. So we work with FDA and Liberia National Police, and they confiscate animals that they see being sold or being kept as pets, and then they bring the animals to us. And then when they're babies, we raise them. When they're sick, we treat them. And when they're healthy and fine, we release them back into the wild. And so far, since 2017, we've received 422 animals, and we've already released 221. So that's what we do.
Okay. Thanks for giving me a little information. Will you mind showing me the place now?
I will show you.
Okay.
So here in these two enclosures, there's dwarf crocodiles.
Okay.
So we've already released 53 crocodiles back into the wild. But this one cannot be released because she's blind. She doesn't have any eyes. So she would be an easy target to release her. But any animal that we cannot release becomes an ambassador of its species, and then when schools come or when people come, then at least we can educate people on the wildlife that lives here in Liberia. Place is a little under construction, so that might be
Okay.
next. This is one of our Suti Mangabe groups. We have 37 Suti Mangabes now. The latest one just arrived 5 minutes ago. So these are the most popular pet here in Liberia, but again, this is completely against the law. They're protected animals by so these are all orphans. Their mother has been killed for bushmeat, and these were all kept as pets. They were all kept on a rope or a chain, and now, thank God, they are here. So the plan is to also release these monkeys. So this is a project that might take a few years because these are babies. They don't know how to survive in the wild. So it will take a few years before they are ready to go back.
Okay. So the fear is that when they get back there, the bigger ones might harm them, or they might be caught for pet seeking. And
yes, but also they don't know how to survive in the wild. They don't know what to eat. They don't know the trees, what fruit carry, what trees carry which fruit. They don't know the dangers of the forest. They don't know how to survive because these are things that they would learn from their mothers.
yeah.
But their mothers have been killed. So what we want to do is we want to do a soft release where at first we still provide food for them, so they don't have to worry about food and they can get to know the forest in their own time, and then we feed them less and less and less until they become more independent. But this will take rangers, we need funding for salaries, we need funding for food for these animals. It's basically a 2-year project to release these monkeys, and after about 2 years they should be ready to be independent in the forest.
To get back in the forest. Thank you for that.
This is the box.
Yeah.
But it's not only illegal, it's also dangerous to keep these animals as pets because they carry a lot of diseases. So we have Maxwell's breakers, that's these two. This one there is a very old one. You can see she looks a little scruffy. And then in the back. So
What are black? Oh, okay.
They're in the back, yeah. So these are very heavily hunted for the bushmeat trade. This is against the law. You cannot keep them as pets. You cannot sell them. So
Okay. This is amazing. Honestly.
She, again, same story. Her mother was killed for bushmeat, and she was taken. She was captured, and then she was kept as a pet by a local senator. And so we convinced him to hand her over and set the right example because it's illegal to keep a buffalo as a pet. So he did, and so we had to hand rear her. She was very, very small when she came in. She was this big. She was very tiny, and so we had to bottle feed her. And now she's the big lady she is today.
To feed her?
She still needs to grow a little though. Her horns need to grow.
Wow.
If she stands in front of you, she's not this big. Her face will become more black. Her horns will, will change shape, small. So, yeah. Now she cannot be released because she's too used to people. And we're
Okay.
afraid that she will walk straight to the hunters.
And he will shoot her dead.
Yeah. Plus, they live in herds. So she's a cow, so she eats grass. But she also loves palm cabbage and sweet potato and cucumber and a little bit of pumpkin. She's a bit of a spoiled.
Typical like people say she's a Congo girl, spoiled child.
Yeah. So these two are kusimanse. So these are mongoose or du. So this is brother and sister, and so they were sold at a bushmeat market when they were little, and they were bought by a couple from the US because they wanted to save them. But actually this we really discourage. We always tell people not to buy them because by buying animals you're part of the problem. You're not really saving anything.
Sure.
You're sponsoring the bushmeat trade. So the best thing to do is to call us or call authorities to confiscate them for you, and then there's no money involved, and that's how you stop the trade. Are too used to people also. We tried releasing them, but they followed us back to the car. And yeah.
So when y'all get them, is it like free to take care of them? You don't request money from the person you take it from.
Well, that's up to the court to decide. So the people are taken to court, and then it's the judge.
Also, the law is against it already, so they're being sued for doing such illegal act.
Exactly. Even a few days ago, someone got arrested for keeping a sooty mangabe, like these ones, as a pet, and that person has a $150 fine.
Wow.
And if he cannot pay, he's going to jail for 3 months. So this is the procedure.
Thank you.
This one on top is from no, this one is from Guinea. This one's Liberian.
Okay.
They are separate from the rest because they were kept on a rope or a chain for so long. They've literally lost their minds and they behave completely different than the other monkeys. So they get along with each other, but they don't get along with other monkeys. So this is why they are separate.
Okay.
Our nursery group. So this is where all the baby monkeys stay. So this is our youngest. This is CNA, so she still drinks milk. And then all the other ones are a little older. So as they get older, they will join the other group. This is actually the monkey daycare. This is basically what it is. And then soon you will join the group. And then 5 minutes ago. But these monkeys don't live in Liberia. They live in all the countries above Liberia. So they live in Guinea, they live in the countries below the Sahara. But they don't live in Liberia. So these monkeys were smuggled across the border to be sold as pets here in Liberia.
Wow.
So if you want to release them, it would have to happen in Guinea. These are Timney parrots. This is an endangered species, so you cannot take them from the forest, you cannot sell them, you cannot keep them as pets. And we are currently waiting for the blood results of these parrots to see if they are healthy, and if they are, they can also be released.
Pirates.
Left. When he came in, he was very, very weak. He was very skinny. He couldn't stand on his legs. We had to tube feed him. But as you can see, he's doing fine. And the one on the right just needs to get a little more strength, and then he can also be released. And the one on the left still has a little more time He needs a little bit more time until all his feathers grow back, and then he can also go. Yeah.
So are they eagles or what?
No, they're kites.
Oh,
Yellow-billed kites.
wow.
Yeah.
Animals clinic in Liberia?
We have animal clinic in Liberia.
What?
This is where we treat the animals, where we prepare the bottles, where, if necessary, small surgery happens. So this is our clinic.
Animal
And
clinic in
then-
Liberia?
Yeah. That need bottle feeding, that are sick. It's like a quarantine. Yeah, this is the nursery. There's a baby monkey in there now. Who needs treatment. There's 2 baby dikers in there. So yeah. And then here, this room.
Yeah. But are you their doctor?
No, we are zoologists, but through experience, we've already learned a lot how to treat animals. But we're not vets.
Okay.
But yeah.
But I would really like to thank you guys for everything you're doing for Liberia. Actually.
Oh, thanks. Okay. All right. Thanks.
Yeah, my man. I'm fine, and you?
Oh, you can-
Well, I'm Craig T. Watson from Visit Liberia Today, and we would really like to say thank you for all of the services you guys are rendering here. But maybe you'd like to share something with us as well.
Yeah. My name is Bien Bobo, and I am a forester of Liberia. Um, I really want to appreciate you for coming in the first place, because the country and the world at large really needs biodiversity.
Sure.
Yeah, and wildlife is one of the main points and focus for conservation in the world. So we like uh, uh, we like you to share to the public the importance of wildlife, because here in Liberia we don't carry on awareness, and awareness is the main focus. Yeah, so I really want to tell you thank you for coming, so that next time we'll find other people who usually might handle wildlife or just kill and eat
Sure.
wild animal, so that they can be aware that wildlife needs to be protected for the future.
Sure.
Yeah. So I really want to tell you thank you.
Your name again?
PM Bobo is my name.
PM Baba, nice meeting you. I'm Craig. Thanks so much.